Hi, I'm Janvi and you are watching me on our YouTube channel Paarth's Pop-Up Studio. In our channel, we upload vlogs and videos about life in Finland. Today's episode is going to be a special one for two reasons. First, I'm going to talk about an issue that is never covered on this channel, and second, I have a guest with me today. This video is about studying in Finland as an exchange student. Finland has become a popular destination for international students from all over the world over the past few decades. However, it's not only the full-time international students who come to study in Finland, but there are thousands of exchange students studying in different universities as well as universities of applied sciences in Finland. To talk about the topic today, I have with me Sujata from Nepal, who has already studied as an exchange student in Finland. Sujata is now currently doing her master's studies in Norway in a Norwegian university as a part of an exchange program in European politics. So she will be sharing with us her experiences of studying in the Nordics as an exchange student. Let's welcome her. Hi Sujata, welcome to Finland again and thank you for joining me. So tell my viewers about yourself.
Hi, I'm Sujata. I'm studying in Kathmandu University. I came to Norway as an exchange student to study Masters in Development Studies and summer school in European Union politics. So I have been to Finland before during my undergraduate and I'm again in Finland. So this is all about myself for now.
When and how did you come to Norway?
As I said before, I came here in Norway as an exchange student. My university, Kathmandu University, had partnership with University of Agder in Kristiansand as an Erasmus partnership. So I knew that they had the partnership, so I applied for an exchange and I got selected and I came here as an exchange student.
Alright, so because of the partnership of your university and the university here in Norway, you got to apply as an exchange student. So who applies for the residence permit or visa? Is it the student itself or the university does that for you?
No, the student herself or himself applies for the visa. Once he or she gets admitted in a university and gets an offer letter, then you go to the UDI and apply for the visa.
How do you describe your life as a student in Norway as an exchange student?
My life in Norway as an exchange student has been challenging, fruitful and easy at the same time. Challenging in a sense that Norway is a very cold country. As we know that in Nepal the climate is super good, and when I first came to Norway, it was cold. I came here in the end of December, it was snowing, so it was quite hard. And fruitful in the sense that the learning environment is super good, the professors are super friendly and they prefer independent works, and you have to go to the university like only 3 times a week or like 4 days a week. So I get to study on my pace, I get to do my assignments, it's very independent, so that's very fruitful. And easy in the sense that I also get a monthly stipend from the Erasmus program. So I have not been working here, but I have been only studying, so yes, that's why it's easy for me too. And the next thing is, it's been very fruitful because I'm also thinking to apply for PhD studies afterwards. So yeah, that's my life in Norway.
Alright, that sounds very interesting and I so relate with you with the cold thing. You have lived and studied in Finland as well. So tell us about your Finland experience also.
I came to Finland in 2018. It was during March that I came. I was here for like 3 months, and first of all I came to Helsinki. I was here for 15 days. I came to study in Diakonia University of Applied Sciences. I was also an exchange student back then in 2018, and then I went to Oulu for my internships. I did my internship in Oulu International School and Play School. So the internship was about 1.5 months each in both the schools, and it was equally challenging and fruitful for me because it's the same thing that I've been saying, but challenging challenging in a sense that the students were very small, and in the play school they didn't understand English, although it was English speaking play school, but I had to understand them, like play with them and engage with them in their daily activities. So it was quite hard for me. In international school it was quite easy because I was with grade like, I don't remember which grade it was grade 2 or grade 3, so they were around 8 or 9 years old and they could speak in English, so the international school was kind of easy experience for me.
So what was the procedure to apply as an exchange student in Finland, if you remember?
To apply for Finland, I was applying here for only 3 months. So I applied for like short-term visa, which was for 180 days. So I didn't have to apply for residence permit. It was just like one-time visa. I applied and got a Schengen visa, and then I came to Finland.
So again, it was your university what arranged the exchange program for you.
Yes, as I said before, it was an exchange program. So my university had a partnership with the Diaconia University. So the program was already there. I just had to apply. To apply, I sent my statement of purpose, motivation letter, and then after I sent them, I got called for the interview, and then I got selected for the interview.
Did you also get stipend for that program as well?
Yes, I also got a stipend. I think it was around 800 euros back then. So yes, and it was sufficient for me to live for a month with 800 euros. It was more than sufficient.
All right, that was what I was going to ask, because many international students often ask me how much do we need to have or how much money do we need to live for a month, survive a month. So 800 euros was more than enough for you.
Yes, it was again back then in 2018. So it also depends on how is your lifestyle, how expensive it is. But if you live in a student housing and if you eat like a normal 3 meals a day and use public transportation, 800 is more than sufficient for you.
All right, yeah. What did you like about Finland?
There are many things, and the first of all is Finland's nature is very nice. The green environment, the pure environment, it is very nice. The second reason it is one of the safest country to live, especially as a woman. I find it super safe, and that's the thing I liked about it. The other thing is the healthcare system is super good, and also the education system. So these are the things that I liked about Finland.
Yeah, you also shared with me that you came to Finland. It was almost midnight when you came to Finland, when you landed here in the airport, and you just took a train and came here all alone. So yeah.
Yeah, it's very safe and you don't fear, and also the Finnish people are really nice, and I was amazed to see that everybody speaks in English. So yes, you need to learn like Finnish afterwards, but when you come, you don't have to like stress about that you don't know Finnish at all, because people are super helpful.
Yeah, they say pikkuhiljaa. So slowly and gradually you learn the language, and it's the same thing for all the countries, I guess. Those have their own native language. It's very important to learn the language of the place that you are going to live in for a certain amount of time. That's very important, not only for Finland, but again, like you said, it's for the international students. You don't need to stress that you don't know any Finnish in the beginning. So lessons are taught in English, and then people also communicate in English. Similar question again, what do you like about Norway?
Norway, again, the environment is like similar to Finland. It's Nordic country, so everywhere it's similar. Norway has amazing mountains, and I love the nature. I love the lakes. It's so clean, green everywhere. I always go to nature in my weekends. So first thing is nature. The second is it is also one of the safest place to live. And the education system. The education system is super cool, super good. The professors are very nice. And also the healthcare system, like Nordic countries, the social welfare system is super good.
So you have studied and lived in both of these countries, Norway and Finland, even for a shorter period of time, but you have lived in both of these countries and have been to the universities there. So do you have any advice or suggestions or your observations on that for the students, those who are not able to make the decisions whether to choose Norway or to choose Finland for their higher studies?
Okay, I will tell about what I observed living in Norway and Finland. Norway is comparatively a little bit more expensive than Finland, but on the contrary, the income, like the earning is more, like hourly wages and the income is more in Norway. It is because it's an expensive country, you earn more and you spend more, so that is one. And regarding the education in Norway, the international students, the education is free for international students.
The university
education is free for international students, but in Finland, international students have to pay for their university education. So the other thing is that, and the next thing is that if you are planning to apply for permanent residence or citizenship for a longer term, it is fairly easy to get that in Finland than in Norway, because in Norway that you have to work in a field of your study, meaning if you are studying a particular subject in bachelor's or master's, masters, you need to find the same job, like a job in the same field to get a PR or a citizenship. So in that sense, it's fairly easy to get PR or citizenship in Finland than in Norway.
All right. You said you were on a Europe tour this summer. So how many countries did you visit?
This summer I visited 10 countries including Finland, but after Finland I'm going to Latvia, so it's going to be 11 countries this summer.
Wow, that's great. How did you make it?
It was all possible because I came to study in Norway or in Finland, let's say, because I have a Schengen visa, and the Schengen visa allows you to travel visa free for around 26 or 27 countries. So I made the most of it. I made the most of my experience.
Which trip did you enjoy the most? Which country?
I cannot name just one, but if I have to name just one, I would say Prague. Prague was one of the beautiful historic city that I visited, but it would be unfair just to say Prague. I loved France. I loved a city called Brugge in Belgium, and I also loved Finland and Norway because of the nature. So yeah, I wouldn't just say one.
Sounds like you are having an amazing time here in Europe. What are your future plans?
My future plans is to finish my master's degree first. I'm almost done with my semesters, but I have to write a thesis. So I'm going back to Nepal in September and finishing my thesis. After I finish my thesis, I plan to continue my studies for a certain amount of time. So I'm considering applying for PhD program either in Norway or in Finland. So after my PhDs, my plan, like as a professional, I want to work in Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Nepal. So my future career plan is to be a diplomat and work in Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So that is my long-term plan. But for the short-term plan, my plan is to finish the master's thesis and then apply for a PhD program.
All the very best for your future plans and your future endeavors. I had a great time chatting with you. It was wonderful to have you here in Finland. All the very best, and hope to see you here again in Finland or elsewhere. All the very best for your career.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I enjoyed being here. Thank you so much again.
So that was all. I really hope that the conversation was useful and you got some useful information about studying in Finland or in Norway as an exchange student. If you have any questions, please write them in the comments down below. We'll try to answer as much as possible. I'll see you in a new video. Till then, take care.
Bye bye.
And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye bye. फेरि भन्ने
पुग्यो
अब गर नि त ल लास्ट एकचोटि
Thank you for watching. Bye.